My middle brother's fraternity brother brought me this idea, and he said, you know, I have this brilliant vision of something going wrong on the first night these freshmen become pledges inside a fraternity. And I said, I like that. And so we began to develop the script, and it was initially intended to be a feature. And then slowly but surely I worked the script over with my brother, and then my writing partner Morgan Hahn signed on, and Morgan and I were talking back and forth, and we said, you know, I feel like this night would be way more efficient if we made it a short film. And that's kind of how it all began.
I wanted the glory, the girls, the risk.
So Ritual was brought to me by my brother Kevin. He worked on the script, and he was just kind of like, this is our next project, we gotta do it. Tough luck, kiddo. But then I kind of read the script, and I was like, oh, okay, this is actually really cool. Like, this is a relevant topic in like today's society. Everybody kind of wants to be part of the frat because it's easy access to girls and to alcohol and drinking. And I was just getting ready to go off to college, to go to USC, and it was a big question on my mind on whether or not I wanted to join a fraternity. I'd weigh the pros and cons, you know. And Ritual really goes into the idea of how they rush you for joining a fraternity. Is they're like, this is all about the brotherhood, and Ritual is all about questioning that brotherhood and if it's really there and the loyalty is really there.
I came on to Ritual after most of the film was actually shot. Me and Kevin worked on a previous project, and he brought me on, and I immediately wanted to join. This was an incredibly talented group of people who put this together. It was a really fresh and original idea. It took a look at something that not a lot of people actually focus on in American society. The rush process at college campuses is a very secretive thing. And, Kevin and his brother Jacko really just jumped into it and started peeling apart the pieces that nobody really looks at.
With pledging, the seniors, the juniors, all the actives in that fraternity, they test you. They want you to prove with heart and determination that you want to be part of their brotherhood, of their house. And with Ritual, what happens is the main character, he tries to prove himself and something goes wrong.
In college, I feel like people tend to feel like they're a little bit invincible, and sometimes there aren't consequences for your actions, and in this film there are.
You know, I didn't know anything before filming pertaining to frat life. Again, we knew everything about frat life through our middle brother, Jimmy. But after going through pledging and editing while going through that, I was able to see how kind of chaotic and hectic, pledgeship can be. And I actually incorporated it into the editing of the film to make it more chaotic, hectic, quick cuts, tilted shots, bizarre even shots, just to make sure the audience can really emerge into the film while watching it.
Everything was shot on location over the course of a 4-day period, and that meant that logistically we had to be very organized. The director, cinematographer, all of the lighting and rest of the crew, and the actors as well had to have everything in order and be ready to roll and stick with our schedule to get everything done on time, and everyone did a great job.
Scene 3A, take 1, camera B.
I feel that Ritual is a really important story to tell right now. More than ever, we're seeing college campuses and fraternities getting into trouble, people being hurt, people dying because of accidents that could have been preventing just because of hazing or rush initiatives.
So how will this gritty story be received by audiences? I honestly think there will be mixed views, and that happens anytime a film is released that deals with a controversial subject matter. This is a real issue that colleges and universities across the country and around the world are facing today, and it needs to be discussed.
I remember going to college, and there was this aesthetic, this mystery behind what happens on Fraternity Row. And everybody knows when they go to college, it's this feeling of invincibility. There's no repercussion. And what happens when nobody says no?
I light up like a genie and I blow up on this song. Rubba-dubba-dub-dub, rubba-dubba-dubba-dub. Hell, I didn't know, kidding, boy, I need a rub. Rubba-dubba-dub-dub, rubba-dubba-dubba-dub. Me and my speaking sub, 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 sub. You know who I am, I run this fucking club. Dubba, 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 dub. Clubber, clubber, lubber, love.
Here at KT Pie, we do everything for a reason.